It's 1 a.m. and my phone just rang, and I shook. That's the word. Shook. Look, she sees something. Did it go away, Bagheera? What'd you see? You heard something too, didn't you? Yeah, she's not gonna look at me. Are you the one making all that noise? Maybe? I still can't get out of focus on my face. There we are. Oh my gosh, guys. I can't right now. Like, I can't. I really need to finish editing this video, but I'm like, okay. So some of you guys know that I do paranormal investigations and that I am part of the Magic Castle. I do mentalism and stuff. There's a lot of stuff, like I do a lot of that stuff, and I believe in a lot of that stuff. And like a year, maybe 2 years now ago, I bought this old antique skeleton key for an effect that I was trying to learn to do for the Magic Castle. And it's called a spirit key. And it's an effect. It's just a magic trick of sorts. However, I went to an antique shop. Sorry, I keep looking. I feel like there's somebody in the room right now. I just want to give you the whole backstory, but I went to this antique shop and they had a ton, this like big old box of skeleton keys. And so I kept playing with them, and then I picked one that, like, I didn't even have to practice the effect. It just worked. I was like, wow, it must be perfect for the effect, because it worked without me having to even really learn how to do it. Like, I had the basics, but I never really practiced it because I didn't have a skeleton key. So we did it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And it worked really well. And I brought it home, and shortly after, I noticed it started moving on its own. Like, I don't mean like moving, like the whole effect is that it moves on its own, but like this key moved like from place to place in the apartment. Like, it would just end up places that I didn't put it, to places I would never put it, and I was just kind of freaked out. At first I thought my husband was moving, or I was like, my cats couldn't move it, so I was just like, oh honey, you need to move that. And he's like, no. And it started, like, maybe I'm forgetful, but like it moved. So then one night the cats always kind of acted weird after that, but I was like, yeah, the cats are weird. One night I was coming down the hallway and the cats were like freaking out, and they stopped at the edge of the hallway. They were looking at the couch, and they were like staring at the same spot on the couch, and it felt like there was somebody there. And I was just like, okay, I think there's somebody on the couch that I can't see, but I can sense, and they can see or sense. And the TV came on, and then I was just like, could you please not do that? We were going to sleep, you know, if you could move on and go somewhere else, that would be okay. But it wasn't hurting anything, or the person, the spirit, wasn't hurting anything. So lots of weird stuff like that happens. I've had other weird things with like shadow people, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. Normally they don't get me super worked up, but tonight has been different. I don't normally stay up this late. When I do, I'm in the bedroom. I mean, like, I'm always awake this late, but I don't stay up like out here. I go to bed and I work on my computer or on my phone, or I read or I watch TV, but like I do it in bed. I don't stay out here in this room. So tonight I was editing. I've been editing since like probably 8 for like the last 5 hours. It's 1 o'clock. I've been editing since like 8, and like my husband went to bed really early. He was in bed when I got back from going to the food truck. And so, Stitch, hey honey. She's making noise in the box. I was editing and I thought my husband came out and was like standing right here over my shoulder, like right there. And I sensed him. I like looked up to see him and there was nobody there, but Bagheera was sitting across from me on the table, like on the other side of the computer, and she was looking at me and she was looking right past me right here, like there was somebody there too. And like I could sense there was somebody standing there, and she was looking at somebody. And it was really odd, like it really jolted me. And so I was a little on edge, but whatever. Just kind of was like, oh, I'm just being jumpy for whatever weird reason. So then, like a few minutes before I started this video, my phone rang. So it's now 1:15. So around 1 o'clock, my phone rang. Sometimes my phone rings late. I've done ARGs, which are alternate reality games and stuff, where people have called me late at night from unidentified numbers, whatever. But this was different. And I'm not playing any of those games right now. So there's nobody who should be calling me this late at night unless it's an emergency. My phone rang. And I looked at the caller ID. And it was my picture and my number on the caller ID. So, of course, my first thought is like, oh, that's weird. Spirits play with electronics. Maybe I should answer it. Maybe it's someone's trying to reach me. Maybe it's something really important. Maybe my phone is glitching and someone else is calling, like my mom's calling me for an emergency. Like, I don't know. So I'm like going through all of these thoughts, and like this one ring. Plus I'm like, it's really loud. I have to shut it off because it's going to wake my husband up. So I answer it, but I don't say anything. I just turned it on and I listen, and it was like staticky, like, and then it just dead silent, but didn't hang up. And like I hung up, and I just like sat here shaking for a few minutes, and then it was like, I need to finish my editing, but I really like need to tell somebody this, and I can't go to bed and tell my husband because I'll wake him up and then he won't get back to sleep and he'll be up all day, and that's not fair to him. So I'm telling you. Yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, all of my friends on the internet, that just happened. And I'm shook is the right word. Like literally I was shaking. Yeah. I don't know why it's so scary. It feels different. Like normally, like I said, I know there's been things where I feel like there's somebody out here, but right now I feel like there might be somebody here that's different. I don't know. Or they're angry with me. Maybe I'm keeping them up and they want the room to themselves. They want to watch TV or something. I don't know. But I'm just like, ugh, I've got 11 minutes left on this video before it's uploaded, and I can like save it, and then I think I'm gonna be done editing for the night, and I'm just gonna go to bed. And at least I'll be in there with a person that's not just my two scaredy cats. Look who's calling them scaredy cats. This is crazy. Like I've been in like haunted places and I've seen stuff. I think it's just because I'm by myself and it's my home, and it's been like one thing after another all night. Alright, I wonder if my caller ID shows that I called. I didn't check to see like if it'll actually say like if I called, like if it shows up in my caller ID. It does. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was here. I don't want to show you all the phone numbers that call me. Oh shit. I just called somebody. See, that's what I thought might have. Oh, and my camera won't stay focused. It's on autofocus. This is a really good, expensive camera. It's the G7X, and I bought it not that long ago. I've only been using it a little bit, and I wasn't really checking the screen to make sure I was in focus, but whose number is that? I don't know who I just called. I should look that up to see who I'm calling. Oh no, I know who it is. Oh my gosh. I think it's his work number. It might be his cell number. I feel really bad. That's the guy who's booking me for a gig. Okay, let me go back to my recents. Let me hide his number. Try not to call anybody else new. Don't call them. Don't call them. Here, let's click on unknown number. Okay. Here, I'm gonna show you guys. It shows that I called myself, but I didn't call myself. Here, focus. Why doesn't it want to focus tonight? Oh my gosh, that's so... I don't know what's going on with my camera. My camera's not worked all afternoon. It's been so frustrating. Like all day I've been trying to shoot in here and it just does not want to work. It doesn't want to focus. It shuts off. It's so frustrating. My computer shut off in the middle of my editing earlier. The whole computer just froze, shut down, and then came up with some error message I've never seen before that was like, your computer failed or something. I was like, what? That doesn't even happen. Like, it's like my electronics are going nuts. This is happening. Like, this is all, it's all too much for me right now. It's a lot. And I've had some serious like emotional problems over like the last week that are very unusual for me, that it feels like there's been just this weight. And I really think that it's something different. It's not just like sad emotions. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. I got 5 minutes left on this video uploading and then I'm going to bed. Good night, and please subscribe, turn on notifications, be in the early squad. The early squad gets shout outs more likely than not. What else? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed. All right, go be a light in the world. I don't want to cover the camera because you'll be gone and I'll be with myself again. I feel like if I was younger, I would just take a blanket and put it over my head. The crazy thing is, it's probably what I'll do anyway. I'll probably go to bed and I will get under the blankets and I will cover my head. And I will hide under the blankets, like if that's gonna help something. I would not make it in a horror movie at all. Like, no. Mm-mm. Oh, look how cute she is. Look at the tongue. Oh, I missed it. She sticks her tongue out when she yawns. Don't you? Did you just wake up? Did you just wake up? You made mommy happy with that just wake up face. Does she look happy to see the camera? I love you.